they're looking to you to be the cash cow, then let her ask questions. Leave a bit of mystery. Need to know basis, James Bond style. Married within a year. I mean, that's pretty fast. Hey, what's up guys? Scott here from Filipina-Australian family. Yes, that's right. Solo again. It's not a good sign, is it, boys? My wonderful wife is working, reaping the benefits of all of her hard work, and she's putting that money in our joint account, baby. And of course, keeping some on reserve for family needs and other what ifs for the future. Of course, we got a baby on the way as well. The topic for this video, being in a successful Filipino-foreigner relationship. So let's get into it. Number one, where do you meet the Filipinas? What is the best way to introduce yourself? You think I was going to say online? It's best to meet them in their own country. You won't get caught up in all those potential scams and things like that you may have heard of online. Now, that's not necessarily possible to meet everybody up front, but if you do ask most experienced expats, people that are traveled abroad, import bros, passport bros, everyone like that, they would say get to the country first. The online is sort of just a proxy for that. So if you can, visit the country. It doesn't have to be Philippines. It could be any other country if you're looking at that nationality as a potential partner. By being in the country, you can observe the customs firsthand. You'll realize why her behavior is a certain way because you can look around and see it's a common element between the culture. So definitely meet them on their own turf. But of course, the side rule there is you got to do your groundwork and just make some friends, make some connections about people before you actually hop on a plane and go to a place. Just like anywhere, it just pays off to be friendly, start some innocent conversations. Don't dive into the deep end trying to seduce and attract. So that's the number one, guys. Right up there, number two, is just to be yourself. And that sounds so obvious, but there's two sides to this. Be yourself without revealing everything. You don't need to pour your heart out on the first day, especially if we're talking about building a friendship level connection first. And again, we're not jumping into full-on seduction on day one. This is a slow dance, guys. You want to just like meet people, learn about them, be able to offer up a little bit about yourself. You want to be able to understand enough about yourself to present like a healthy, positive spin on things. You don't want to come off talking about toxic traits that you're trying to get rid of. Get yourself right before start introducing yourself to others. That's pretty simple. But you don't want to reveal things that are essentially private and can be held against you. So things about your past, just avoid scams, guys. If you're staying in a place, don't give them your hotel address. Just don't do it. Because guess what? That address is going to be shared around. If it's at all part of like a scam, you're going to get people coming around to your hotel. So just don't put yourself in that position and just kind of keep a little bit of a dance as well. Let her ask questions. Leave a bit of mystery. Need to know basis, James Bond style. Go with the basics, what you like to do, what your interests are, and essentially keep it light. Number three, this one really paid off for me, and I think it was really foreign to Filipinas, which is like a goal-oriented nature, sharing that you are going places, you have a positive direction, want to show your intentions for the relationship, a very clear intention that you're going to be loyal, that you're going to be trustworthy, that you're just a good person, and that can take time to demonstrate. It's not just something you can hand out a resume and have them flick through it. They may check out your social media, and that's another one. Actually, they're definitely going to check out your social media, and that's a double-edged sword, that one. I would say do not link up with people on social media on a primary account. Maybe this is a little bit controversial, but to me, before I knew it was the one, I had a second Facebook account, which was just totally for meeting new people outside my social circle. And that is something I recommend because no matter what, there's still going to be two worlds there, and it's hard to bring them together. Now, it creates a little bit of awkwardness at the very end when you realize that, oh, this is the one, and then, oh, by the way, this is my other Facebook account. So I'll leave that, guys, up to you to figure out how to play that. But ultimately, what you're doing is just safeguarding, your persona, because it may not work out. You may fall into scams more often than not. There's lots of identity theft, people stealing photos and posting them elsewhere. So just really be cautious about that kind of stuff. So just to keep it light, I'll keep this list fairly short. This will be the fourth one, which is if you're trying to meet someone for long-term, real relationships that can end up in basically a partner for life. In my situation, we got married within a year. I mean, that's pretty fast. So I would just say that you need a bit of experience on both sides. So you as the foreigner, you should definitely have met someone from that country already once. I think it's a really big risk to have met the one only one time, like one person, and then just commit, because you could easily have been fallen into a trap that it's just waiting to spring on you. And what I mean is it could be like a long-term scam that you feel like it's a relationship, but it really isn't. It's just a long scam that eventually it's going to come around. They're going to find a way of asking for money, and it's just, I've been through that. I knew to look out for it, and even still, we're talking like 6-8 months later, then there's little bits of neediness and dependency and like a trickle feed of just asking for things without demonstrating any independence. And that's really what I'm looking for. Is like, can this person survive without you? If it's a no, and they're looking to you to be the cash cow, then that's going to be something you're going to want to question, guys, really. So get some experience. Don't commit right away. It could be the one, but give it time. Essentially, that's what happened in our situation. I did have what I thought was I was pursuing for once an actual real relationship inside the Philippines, and I gave it lots of chance, and I did the whole distance thing, and then it turned out over time that like this woke up, and I thought it's just a scam. And unfortunately, I was pretty bitter after that. So I didn't meet Ella until another probably 6 months or maybe 4 months after that. And I was so gun shy, I thought, no, I'm not getting into any kind of relationship, just kind of be friends and that's it. So, but things move on. Okay, the last one is is it 5? 5, I guess. The final tip is going to be meet the family. And this, I can't overstate this enough. You want to give yourself a chance to introduce yourself to the family in person. I don't know how that can take place. A lot of the time, you just have to be in the country, obviously. We're talking about meeting her family. She may meet your family eventually, but ultimately, you need to show intentions, and they are such family-oriented, and they have their own routines and holidays, and it's just a very strong bond there. So if you don't pay respect to that, I think that is going to be a big gap, big lacking aspect of your relationship, if that's really what you're invested in. So getting that in place. Guys, that's it. Quiet day at the pool. Hope you're enjoying a good one. Peace. See you later.